Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about the wizard kit and deciding whether it is or is not worth buying. The wizard kit's description is use a magical staff to cast lightning strikes and electricity orbs. The wizard kit is 399 Robux and can be purchased on the Roblox BedWars store. The first thing is I'll give you an overview of the kit and then we'll go on and talk about the pros and cons. Okay, so I don't even know where to start with this kit. I actually didn't own this kit, but I bought it so that I can make this video. I have played with this kit before though, back when it was free. This was a couple months back, and the reason I didn't buy it back then was because I felt that it needed more work, but I just bought it right now so I can play a couple games with this kit. So this wizard kit's ability is using the wizard staff to perform two magic abilities, which are the electricity orb and the lightning strike. The electricity orb is just an orb that travels from you, the wizard, to wherever you shoot it in a straight line, and the distance of which this orb travels is somewhere in the ballpark of 10 to 15 blocks. The reason being is that this orb only lasts for 5 seconds. However, it does perform an AoE attack. The AoE attack does a base hit point damage of 3 to all the enemies nearby, and it will do multiple damage to anyone that's around that orb. On top of that, it'll also slow them down. Now, the other spell is the lightning strike. With the lightning strike, it is similar to the bow in that when you shoot it, it sort of has a curvature to the shot so that you can shoot it pretty far. The lightning strike, when shot, will fire a projectile lightning ball that will hit the area that you aimed at, but it will not do damage instantly. It first hits the spot, then after 2 to 3 seconds, the lightning will come down onto the spot. The lightning will hit that spot 4 times, causing 30 damage each, and will also do a knockback. Keep in mind that with the wizard kit, before you are even allowed to perform any of the spells, you'll have to purchase the staff, which costs 3 emeralds right now. So let's get into the pros of this kit. The first pro to this kit is the AoE damage that it provides. Not many kits have abilities being able to damage AoE style. This is incredibly useful in fights where it's you versus 2 other people. Both of the spells on this kit provide an AoE attack, although the lightning strike does take a couple of seconds in order to do the damage. In a fight where they are already in your face, what you'll want to do is cast the lightning orb, which does AoE damage and also a slow effect. Okay, so now on to the second pro of this kit. This kit has 2 abilities to escape your enemy. With the electrical orb, if you can shoot that in front of you, then the person chasing you will be slowed. And the reason why you want to shoot it in front of you is because this orb travels at a very slow speed and you'll be able to outrun it. If you shoot it behind you, then the slow effect will only be useful for a second or 2 because the orb will just pass by the enemy behind you. And with the lightning strike, what you will want to do is shoot it in front of you, since it'll take 2 to 3 seconds to perform. So just shoot it maybe a couple blocks in front of you. So I'd say probably like 5 to 6 blocks in front of you. That way, as soon as you get closer to it, the spell will activate, and hopefully the enemy following behind you will get hit by the lightning and get knocked back, since this spell not only deals damage but also has a knockback effect. Okay, so now let's get into the cons of this kit. The first con to this kit is having to get the 3 emeralds first in order to purchase the wizard staff. I mean, come on, what were these developers thinking? How are you going to make a wizard kit and not allow the wizard to perform magic without the staff? Getting the 3 emeralds is the most annoying thing ever for this kit. It's difficult as it is trying to get it with another kit that is meant for close range combat. But with this wizard kit, you're practically useless until you can get the staff. This means that you can literally play the entire match without even being able to get the staff, and it's almost as if you didn't even have a kit at all. The second con is the fact that this kit takes up too much time. It is so ridiculous. Like, come on dude, what were they thinking? This kit has a 10-second cooldown after every use of the staff. Now, not only do you have to wait 10 seconds after every attack to then cast another spell, casting the spell itself is another 2 to 3 seconds depending on the spell you cast. The lightning strike alone takes forever, and it pretty much lets the enemy team know where you're going to shoot the lightning, which gives them 3 seconds to move out of the way. Even if the lightning strike hits, it has such a huge knockback that it'll only hit them once. I literally just used it on an enemy's iron generator, and there was 3 people underneath it. They were all standing there at the same spot, and I went ahead and casted the spell, which literally lets the enemy team know that you're going to be casting it since it has like an effect underneath their feet, and that effect there will last like 3 seconds. And thankfully with these people, they must have not even noticed it. So once it did hit them, it only caused them around 12 hit point damage each, and then it knocked all 3 of them out of the way, and the rest of the lightning strikes that it didn't even do damage on them. Like, come on, what were these people thinking? The third con is just the lightning orb. Dude, the lightning orb does so little damage, it's so crazy. When I was playing the kit, I think the highest I've ever seen it hit was a 3 damage per second. Keep in mind, this per second thing only happens when they stand near the moving orb, and most people are pretty smart enough to move out of the way when they notice that they're being damaged by something near them. Also, not only does the damage suck on this ability, it's also so freaking slow. You can't shoot it at an enemy hoping it'll reach them because it won't, unless they're dumb enough to run directly into it. Overall, I think this kit still needs a huge amount of help. Hopefully in the future they'll buff this kit, or maybe they'll just change his spells. I'm not too sure, but they need to do something. This is probably why we don't see that many people playing this kit. So my answer to whether or not you should buy this kit is a big fat no. Don't even think about it, honestly. Trust me, there are better kits with range attacks than this kit.